Welcome to hole number one of the big game 9-hole cup, played here on the Milano course with the new hole locations. I'm using 3 bars of topspin, 1 bar of right spin here. Now, I'm not sure why I have a Titan in. It is not necessary by any means here, so I would definitely recommend playing this with the navigator ball as I had intended to do, but I was trying a lot of things, practicing this new setup with the course, and overall I think things are looking pretty good. I got a lot of drops in this video, so make sure you stick around. I think you're going to be happy with the progress that I've made thus far. So 10% max there on the drive. Second shot here, played at 10% mid, giving this just a couple of bars of backspin. Classic front tee short iron play here from me, and really just set this one up with a tiny bit of distance from the pin. Of course, you know, in the tournament, there's always going to be changes and adaptations that you will need. Adaptions, is that a word? I don't know, but you're going to have to make up the game as you go along to some degree. This guide is intended as a general step-by-step way to get through the course and hopefully get some booms. Hole number 2, this par 3, I'm setting it up with the long iron, giving it about a half a bar, maybe 0.2 or up to 1 in strong headwind of topspin here. Now, and I'm also giving it like half a bar of left spin, depending on the wind. That's just to straighten out the barrel guide here into this crosswind. Otherwise, I'm adjusting here 30% max, and you see how I've got that second bounce running down to the green. This one, I find a nice way to play this hole because it's easy to control the speed of the ball coming out of that rough. But this one does come in a little bit warm, but seems to work out pretty well. So we'd want that to fall a little bit further back in the rough, but you can't really be picky when you get in the hole. Hole number 3, we're back to the par 5 action here. I've got the extra mile and a Titan ball, 4.5 top, no side spin, and just setting this one up at max distance. Now you see that I'm stretching it out there because you can either play it short before the tree with basically no overpower and maybe even some backspin, which in a very conservative world is a smart idea, or you can give it max overpower here and get it past the tree. Whatever you do, the tree is the pivotal story point here. You have to be around it, otherwise you're going to run into it. So avoid the tree is the lesson here on the left-hand side. And I'm rolling it way down. A little hair of right curl there would have played nicely, or a bit of right spin. Keep that in mind. But 10% max there on the drive. Second shot, you'll see we're setting up beautifully at minimum distance with the sniper here into a headwind. So not a bad scenario all in all. I forget in my mind how fast this green can run, and I get that ball guide through the hole. And you can see here, this doesn't look much different from where the hole positions used to be. So, I mean, is it worth it? It's interesting. They didn't ruin the course. Let's put it that way. It's still fun and playable. Some of the makeable shots are still makeable, and the tough ones are still tough. So keep it in mind. It's the Milano, and I mean, I've enjoyed personally making this playthrough, and I hope you're going to enjoy the video. This one, spoiler, comes in just a bit outside, but we're zooming in. We're showing this is absolutely a very viable route to the cup. Hole number 4, and this par 3, I'm going for the rough bump here. I've got a Goliath for the reach and a navigator ball. If you've got a headwind, bring a Titan, or a Katana should be enough to make the adjustment you'd need here. Giving this one about a bar of backspin. It comes in a little bit quick, so you need to be careful with that. There's not a massive distance between the rough and the pin. And once again, you can see nothing drastically has changed here. This is effectively the same shot that we have played for years. So new hole positions, but all in all, it's like me getting a haircut, right? Like nothing really changes, okay? It's all in good fun. Like I said, 10% max here. If I didn't, that seems to be very, very close to the number. But you'll see this one here. This one hurt almost as bad as my joke. And, oh, look at this one. Just about. But hey, it's all in good fun. The par 4 fifth plays incredibly differently in headwind or in a kind of tailwind, crosswind situation. So in a headwind here, not a big one, but still one nonetheless. I give this 3 bars of topspin, 1 bar of right spin, and this one I would consider a more conservative play as well. You could play this in a tailwind all the same. and give yourself a chance. So 10% max on this drive, and keeping it cheap with the ball choice, navigator, and an extra mile. Nothing crazy here. Just get it safely over, but don't get it into that bunker. One of the tries that I had here, I used left spin, and that put it nicely into the bunker. So I would recommend not doing that. I came a little close there to the rough, so let your conscience be your guide. Second shot here, I'm playing this with a thorn, and I give it 4 bars of backspin, I believe. Yep, 4 back and 20% mid distance here. The wind is not too crazy in this example because that navigator is a great ball to be using in rookie. It's not super expensive, and that additional wind resistance can really help keep things under control and allow you to drop some shots that otherwise might be more difficult. So keep it in mind. You know, I'm not here to tell you how to handle your balls. That's on you guys, but it's just one suggestion that's approved, treated me well over the time I've enjoyed this game. So perfect away has got to be the play each and every time. And, you know, if we can keep getting drops, this is going to be a great tournament. I'll show you a drop here on 5 once again. Hole number 5, once again, I think this is going to be the most popular way to play it. Now, similar to wind to last time, yes, I realize that, but check out the approach here this time. We're going to go 2 bars of right spin because I want to keep this one close to the green. And depending on the wind depends on how much topspin you're going to need here, right? So it's not always going to be max overpower. And sometimes you're going to want to use a power 5 ball here to not have to use the overpower. It's all a matter of what we're going to do to finesse this one down to the green, or very close to it, right beside it. And I'm going to show you the putt as well. Another spoiler alert, just so you can have an idea of what you're working with, okay? So perfect away, max overpower here, no push up, no real curl. Touch of right curl would have been fine, but just no funny business. Now this one you see very close to the rough at the top. That rough can catch you up there, so keep that in mind. This one does roll out onto the green, which yes, is a very nice place to be. But look at the putt there, a little bit to work with, right? So keep this all in consideration when you're crafting your shot. I just want to show you how this one pulls. You know, it's doable. The ball, it's nothing crazy. And we nail it, get it down. Eagles are important. And I'd like to show you some more. Hole 6, par 5, not an easy one by any means. Now, I'm going to play this one with a Titan and a quarterback. You'll see me apply 3 bars of top spin, 2 bars of right spin here. And I'm going to give this one max overpower and max right curl. I do a 10% max adjustment here just to make sure we're in the right position. All the way back, all the way over, hit perfect as best you can. Now, I acknowledge that there is the big topper play in the middle. I did manage to just squeak it over one time, but it's not the best with rookie clubs, and I think getting it to the right here, you get basically a similar shot with a sniper for your second shot here for the approach. So I play this with about a half a bar of backspin, and if I don't, that's what I meant to play. And 10% mid would be approximately the adjustment here. So as you can see, we're still going to be playing from a sniper, whether it's middle or whether it's right-hand side. And I think the right-hand side play is approachable by like basically every player. We've all basically got a quarterback. I've only got the sniper 9 here, so keep that all in mind. Everybody's got different balls and clubs and ideas of how to play. I'm just trying to show you the best possible ways that I've found so far with limited time to practice the new holes. Good luck. We'll see you on number 7. Hole number 7, this par 3 is looking like exactly how it used to. Navigator and a Goliath, about 0.2 bars of topspin here, maybe 0.1. I found when I used no topspin, the ball didn't quite make it to the hole in a similar headwind. But if you have a strong tailwind, you're going to need to use some backspin here, okay? So all in all, this is generally the same shot as it used to be. I'm playing here 15% max distance, and this one is a pretty good opportunity for a hole-in-one. If you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. I'm always playing Golf Clash every single week, and I'd love to see you in a live stream or for you to comment on this video that you enjoy the videos, and I'd love to keep making them. Get in the hole. We'll see you on number 8. Hole number 8, par 4, set up here with an extra mile and a katana. You could play this with a lesser ball, but I really enjoy the 3 bars of left spin. So there's the lesser ball, and you'll see here once I switch it over, bada bing, all the extra side spin. And then I'm going to push this one up just so that second bounce is in fact on the second fairway. This is a perfect win for this scenario. You could lay up to the right if the wind is really, really bad, but I'm going to try to get it over here as often as I possibly can, like no matter what. 10% max here. And guys, you're going to see this whole location again, and you're not going to believe this is brand new footage. I promise you, this is brand new footage. And this course is going to play very, very similarly to how we have known in the past. So get that bounce rolling up, looking like it could be in trouble, but this is really actually just a perfect position. You're going to have to decide here if it's going to be a thorn shot for you, or if you're going to be at that end bringer situation. Bit of a tailwind angle. You need to go with the wedge here. I end up giving it a bit of topspin, but one top and half a bar of right spin, just because I know with that level 3 end bringer, I'm not going to quite reach. So depending on the wedge, this might be a good rapier position just to use that topspin. But again, it all comes down to your preferences. 20% rule at 20% max is what I'm playing. Normally the end bringer's no spin, but this situation seems to work out pretty darn well. I think this is going to be a fun one. It's kind of good to refresh an old classic and see what we can do with it. And given this run through, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Get there. Come on, baby. Be the hole. I'll see you on number 9. Hole number 9. Now, I would have used this Titan ball if we had tailwind, but with this strong headwind, I bring the Zerk because I know that second shot is going to be a big problem. 4.5 top here. Like I said, we're going to step up to the Zerk, but going to keep the same setup that we had with the Titan. Make sure to change your Powerball settings. Have that all ready before the hole in the tournament because you're going to know what to do. So max top, 10% max. You're just going to make a clean adjustment into the wind. Be careful not to use any crazy overpower here now, because it's a little bit too much and you will put yourself in that rough. If you're in the rough here, you're probably going to get a par, okay? This hole is really long. It's basically one of the hardest holes in the game. If you get an eagle here from the front tee, that's basically a drop, okay? So keep that in mind. This is the kind of hole that will benefit the people with the big clubs, so all good. Second shot, I'm playing this for precision to try to get it in that small little patch before the bunker. I end up going with about 3 bars of topspin and about a bar of right spin. So, you know, it's going to depend on the wind direction. There you go. Maybe 4, 3.5 to 4. I put 3 in my note because I thought 3.5 gets us really close. You know, it just depends on your style. If the wind was 2 here and we played 3.5, you might actually roll this one into the bunker. So, you know, you have to practice. You do need to get a feel for the course. I don't recommend just going in blind and hoping for the best here with Milano. There's a lot of little pitfalls that can get you in trouble quite quickly. Very similar to Sharuba. There's not too many gimmies on this course. So third shot then, coming at the green here with the thorn. Now, if you had a Hornet or a short iron with more topspin, the rough bump is in play. It's not the best rough bump there's ever bumped, but it has the chance of dropping for sure. And I would likely try that myself. Instead, because I did not have that scenario, I opted to go for max backspin here, about a bar of right spin. I wish I'd set up with that third bounce about a green square to the left of the cup. You're going to see exactly here why in a minute. But I adjust 10% max, and this one's going to put us in a very nice position. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you being here. Please leave a comment on the video. Let me know what you like, what you don't like from my content. I'm always trying to improve and looking to your feedback. Good luck at the tournament. Thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day.